In this week's episode of Really Good Tips, we're going to be hearing from Paul Stafford about an accessible walk in the heart of Christchurch, Hagley Park.
Today's Really Good Tips is brought to you by Able Access. Thanks, Able Access.
Firstly, I'd like to say, like for the newbies going home from the Spinal unit or anybody that's travelling to a different city or anything like that, it's really important to find a place that is like this within your city or anything. We are very lucky in Christchurch to have Hagley. I like hand cycling because it's my form of exercise. So I studied all the cycleways, and that's what anybody can do in their own cities. There's a lot of cities now that are pulling up cycleways. Get into hand cycling, and that way it gets you out and about. You can go with friends with the hand cycling, as you'll see. You can go by yourself. There's toilet stops here. There's coffee shops, because you always got to treat yourself when you go out for a ride. You always got to have that treat somewhere along the line when you get there, so when you got that extra energy to get home again. So yeah, this is a very special place, and to me, it's places that I've done, outings that I've done with my children, with friends. You can come for a picnic. There's just so many things that you can do that you just have to think seconds about just taking the time to get out and do it. But there's so much stuff that you can't do that you should really concentrate on the real things that you can do with your family, with your friends. And these are things that you can do, because I've done them all here within Hagley Park. And it brings normality back into your life when you're in a chair. You go home and think, what can't I do? And this is the thing about going home and thinking, what can I do? Most of my riding is during the evening, so it's in the cooler time of the day. So if I'm going out during the daytime and I know I'm going for a decent ride, I make sure I put visible gear on, especially if I'm going to hit the roads. A helmet, make sure it's clipped on properly. And then I also take a drink bottle. That would be the minimal. And also a good suggestion maybe is if you have problems with your overheating because you brake, maybe a spray bottle, just to stop and spray yourself. So if you get a cool breeze coming onto you, the spray really cools you down quite a lot. So yeah, there are a few things to take with you if you're going for a reasonable ride and you're going to be sort of cutting through the day. At least the bare minimal. Maybe something to eat, an energy bar. I have once gone for a really long ride and hit the wall, as the runners used to say, or the able-bodied thing, and having something like an energy bar with chocolate in it is a good thing just to throw it at the bottom of your bag, because if you are riding for exercise and you do slightly dehydrate and you've gone for a long ride, then you want that sugar rush to get you home.